guys, today I'm going to be doing the perfect palette tag, and I just have the questions and I'm going to read them to you. And, okay, let's just start. Okay, the first question, or kind of like category, is best packaging, best color payoff, most versatile, best for traveling, biggest regret, best color names, least used, most loved, and desert, or is it desert island? Okay, so that means if you were on a deserted island, that what palette would you take with you that's like you can use for a lot of different things? Like which palette that you take, like not necessarily most loved palette, but you know, I think you guys understand. Okay, so let's start. First, for best packaging, I had to go with my NYX Nude on Nude palette, and I know this palette, like, not many people would think it has very good packaging, but I think it's good packaging because, like, it like has this like slide out part, which is really cool and handy. Then it just opens and it's like extremely sturdy. Like, I can't break it. I could throw it across the room and it wouldn't break, most likely. I mean, I don't know, but it just has really good packaging because it's like cool packaging. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Like, ooh, I think it's good packaging. I like how you can see some of the colors right there, and I just like this packaging. I really do. So that is definitely my best packaging palette because I think it's good packaging. Second is best color payoff, and obviously I decided to choose a like cheaper like palette because obviously like high end is going to be pretty good payoff color, like color payoff, and so I decided to choose one that is cheaper because lots of cheap eyeshadows have pretty good color payoff, but I just picked one that I thought had really good color payoff, and that is the Coastal Scents 28 Neutral Palette with 28 shadows in it, and it is just a really nice color payoff. I think they have really like fun colors, not fun, but like really like versatile colors and like with good pigmentation. Like this one up here, it's like, it's really good color payoff, and like when you put it on, it looks like really good. And let's see another one. This one down here, you can't really see it because like the lighting, but it's good color payoff. You can't see it, but these are really good color payoff and really pigmented, and I'd recommend these if you guys are looking for some cheap, good quality eyeshadows. I'll have the link to this palette down below, and I think this is a really nice palette for that. Next is most versatile. For this one, I had to pick one that had lots of colors in it, lots of neutrals, not a ton of neutrals, but just like a versatile palette. And I chose my 252 Ultimate Eyeshadow palette from Coastal Scents, and I have a lot of Coastal Scents because like Coastal Scents palettes are really good, and I like them because they're cheap and they're great palettes. And this one is very versatile, has so many colors in it. You can do anything. You can do bright, you can do dark, you can do whatever. So I'm going to show you guys the levels. So when you open it, you have your first level, which is the greens and the blues, and then you have some neutrals right here that you can do, like obviously greens or blues or things like that. Next is this one, and this is like a sunset palette, I think, and it's like pinks and yellows and oranges and reds, and then over here you have your bronzed and neutrals. Again, each level has their own neutrals. This one's probably the most just array of colors, and it's the bottom part, and this has like some blues, some browns, some yellows, some purples, just versatile. This whole palette is very versatile, and it's only like $25, so you can't go wrong with it. It just has so many. You can do creative, you can do neutral, you can do everyday, you can do literally like whatever you want. So I love that one for like versatile. Like, I definitely would choose that one. Next is best for traveling. For this, I had to pick a small compact palette, and I picked my Too Faced Natural Eye palette, and this is great for traveling. It's small, and it also has amazing colors in it. They're pigmented shadows, they're great shadows, and it also has these cards up here in the top if you need help on deciding how to do your look. Then they have these cards that have little steps on how to do your look. They have day, night, all of those kinds of things, and they have just some cards that will help you decide. So it's really great for traveling. Next is biggest regret, and this biggest regret one is not very expensive, but I just never use it, and I'm like, why would I get this? I mean, I liked it when I first got it for like the first 3 days, but then I was just like, no. So it is the e.l.f. neutral eyeshadow palette. This has so many colors, but they're not pigmented, and they're not very good. I mean, it has a ton of colors, a ton of neutral shadows, but they're not very good, and you're not going to get very good color payoff with them. And it's just, why get it if you're never going to use it, even if it was only $25 or $20 or whatever it was. But I just, it's just a big regret. As to color names, it was hard for me to decide for this one. All the ones after this one, it was hard for me to decide which one to do because I liked all the other palettes. But I had to go with the Naked 3 from Urban Decay, and I think these ones have really good color names because they match the color. So for the first one, Strange, Dust, Burnout, Limit, Buzz, Trick, Nooner. I just think those are really cool, creative color names. Urban Decay eyeshadows have really nice names, but I thought this one had really good names, so I really liked that one. For best color names, least used. For my least used, I picked this Urban Decay one, and this is I forget, I think it's an anniversary palette or something. I have no idea what it is. It's just the purple one with the sparkles on it, and I just never use it. I mean, I like it. I used to use it sometimes in the spring, but I just never really used it. But I'm going to try to start using this more, but I just never use it. But I like it, I just never use it. So most used would have to be my Urban Decay Naked 2. I use this one a lot, and I just love it. It's really nice eyeshadows. I use this one all the time. I use this one probably the most out of my palettes, I think. Most loved, I have my Urban Decay Naked palette, and I don't know, I like this one more than the Naked 2, but I use the Naked 2 more, which is kind of weird. But I like this one. It's my most loved palette. I just love it. It was my first tie-in palette, so that's not why I love it so much, but I just like it because the colors are really nice. I don't really like the packaging on this one though, but I love the colors, and this is my most loved palette. Next, I have my deserted, I don't know what it says, island, and this is if you were on an island. I already explained it to you guys, didn't I? But I really like this palette a lot. I've been using it quite a bit lately, and it is another Coastal Scents palette, and it's the Coastal Scents 120 Palette 5. And I love this one because I just love some of the colors in it. I love all the colors, but it has 2 layers on this one. And you can still do a bright look if you were on an island and wanted to have some fun with your palette. Then you can obviously get a bright look, but you can also do a natural look if you were going somewhere on the island, I guess. If you're just on the island alone, I mean, I just like this palette a lot. I like it, but I would also take it on an island with me if I was trapped. But, yeah, so that is the Deserted Island one. That is it for my perfect palette tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have some of my palettes linked down below for you guys. If you have any further questions on some of the palettes, you can comment down below. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!